bombshell that it definitely won't be this evening. There are still serious concerns surrounding the structural integrity of the Bendigo Bank branch, and there are still a number of Metro staff down on the tracks inspecting the train as part of their investigation. The rail operator has just released a new statement. In it, it reiterates the fact it believes speed was the serious factor in causing this collision. That's a view that has outraged the drivers' union.
Another sign, Melbourne's fleet of Siemens trains is off the rails. A train driver lucky to escape after his train overshot the tracks by 10 metres at Sandringham Station, crashing through the rear wall of the local Bendigo Bank last night.
The windscreen was shattered, but fortunately the driver walked away unscathed.
This morning, surprised workers arrived to find a train parked in their office. Services weren't disrupted, the unscheduled stop amusing customers and neighbours.
Amazing, can't believe it. It's just like a movie.
There were no passengers on board at the time, but it's raised more questions over the Siemens braking system. Metro blaming driver error.
We can do a full investigation on that, John, and the outcome of that isn't known yet, but we do believe speed was a factor.
The union denies that, claiming the driver was forced to apply the emergency brakes when the train failed to stop. An hour earlier, another Siemens train derailed at Pakenham.
Our view that Metro is paying Russian roulette with the travel and public safety.
Due to severe structural damage, the Bendigo Bank couldn't say when it would reopen its doors. The Chinese community here in Sandringham is thankful the crash didn't happen during business hours.
They were standing there. They would have been wiped across the room.
The excitement not lost on the regulars.
I said, maybe it'd be nice if a meteorite hit Main Street, racing around, but got the same instead.
David Moywood, 10 News. The jury and
overshot a Melbourne platform and crashed through the wall of the bank. He'd been trying to turn the train around at Sandringham Station. 7's Alicia Grabowski has more. Alicia.
Yes, that's right. The driver was turning the train around. It was about to be driven to Brighton Railway Station when it overshot the tracks here at Sandringham and smashed into the Bendigo Bank branch.
I felt like I was in a movie, you know, that movie Speed. I'm just so lucky the girls weren't in there.
Fortunate that nobody was hurt. Any other time of the day, there would have been a bank full of people.
Now, customers who heard about the incident came down to have a look at the damage. The manager of the bank also arrived. He refused to comment, but the one thing he did say was that the bank was closed all day.
No, we closed today and closed the civil future until we work out what to do.
Now, at this stage, it's unknown whether the brake failed or whether it was driver error. But if brake failure is to blame, it wouldn't be the first time. There was a spate of incidents last year which Metro had to deal with involving faulty Siemens trains. Luckily, the driver wasn't injured, and of course the bank was closed at the time, so no one was inside. An investigation is now underway to find out how and why this happened.
Actor Mel Gibson looks set to escape jail time over the alleged
tonight. In one case, a train slammed into the back of a bank building in Sandringham. Alicia Grabowski is there. Alicia, that caused tensions between Metro and the union to explode.
That's right, Peter. The train that overshot the tracks and crashed into a wall remains here at Sandringham. It created tension for the operator Metro, and it seems to have sparked a stout over drivers' working conditions. Now, the union is upset that their agreement may not be honoured and they want to take action. But Metro says it expired in 2009.
It's a very frightening account of how this train overshot the tracks.
There are 3 brake systems on the Siemens train, and each one failed completely.
The driver has told members of the rail, tram and bus union the brick wall was the only thing that stopped him.
If that train was travelling at speed, that driver probably wouldn't be here today.
It happened just after 8 o'clock last night.
We've heard the bigger noise of
Today, shocked customers assessed the damage.
I'm afraid to travel on the trains now.
Any other time of the day, there would have been a bank full of people.
The branch manager couldn't believe his eyes.
No, we closed today and closed the civil future until we work out what to do.
It could be over a week before we find out exactly what happened here. Metro says it will conduct the investigation itself and report back to the appropriate authorities. If brake failure
failure is to blame, it wouldn't be the first time. Last year there were 16 similar incidents. And last night, this one also overshot the tracks in Pakenham.
And it's our view that Metro is paying Russian roulette with the travelling public safety.
Alicia Grabowski, 7 News.
Tomorrow, with train drivers threatening to strike over a broken workplace agreement with Metro. It follows more dramas with the troubled Siemens class train. Brake failures causing 2 crashes. Zoe Bugelli has more.
The Sandringham branch of the Bendigo Bank certainly wasn't scheduled to stop last night, but it's the only thing that halted this train when it literally ran off the rails. Full of empty carriages, the driver was pulling into a siding when 3 brake systems failed and it overshot the track.
If that train was travelling at speed, that driver was probably...
He stacked with cuts and bruises. With the bank and train being full, well, it could have been catastrophic.
They were standing there. I think they would have been wiped across the room.
Less than an hour earlier, the brakes also failed on this Siemens train, sending it crashing into a pole as it pulled into Pakenham station. Metro claims both injuries caused by drivers exceeding the speed limit.
Let's get a report from Metro, let's get a report from Transport Safety Victoria and see what the cause is here.
But it's no coincidence. Siemens fleet has been plagued with problems since the trains were introduced in 2003. Just last year, there were 16 similar brake failures, prompting Metro to guarantee the problems would be fixed through the use of special sandbox technology. But the sandboxes won't be activated until September, so until then, you can hardly blame users for feeling a little new.
I'll be sitting in the middle of the train from now on, probably not near the end.
I think there could be plenty of grief for passengers tomorrow with rail staff threatening to strike. The union claims Metro has reneged on a key agreement that sets standards for work practices and rostering. So unless an 11th hour deal is done, train drivers may not even turn up for work tomorrow.